Dusty and I have done a lot of prospecting work, and we like to use an XRF gun, that a portable unit that you can take with you and hold in your hand, and test rock samples when we do prospecting. Then we'll take those rock samples back to the lab, crush them and grind them, and do more tests on them. But that's a very useful tool to find good properties that are loaded with precious metals. We had worked on some projects in Alabama. We were looking at over 100 different projects that, according to some of the data we got from the geological department, said could have precious metals on them. And we would go to these projects and we would test the rock samples with XRF guns, and they would always come back showing little or no values at all. Until Dusty found that if you see a sample that had a special formation on it, and you test it right at that one location, it showed values. It showed significant values. Now the rest of the rock wouldn't, but that one location would. So we took these samples and we ground them and we crushed them. We crushed them and ground them up and sent them to a lab that did really good studies. And we asked them to do their pre-treatments on the sample before they assayed. And they did 7 different pre-treatments. And then they assayed the samples. And we found 50 of these properties had values from 1 ounce of gold per ton to one special location that had over 20 ounces of gold per ton by doing the pre-treatments. So we learned that sometimes the XRF gun will not tell you what's there, not unless the pre-treatments are done first. And sometimes when you find a special spot in that ore and it looks like it's got values and you shoot it and it's got values, that's an indication that this is something we need to crush, grind, and study in the lab, because it can have significant values. The results were we found 50 projects in Alabama with over 1 ounce of gold per ton.